The record book reveals a yawning chasm between them in achievement, with the visitors 37 victories ahead, which means that the home crowd, you can hear them in the background, would like to see and perhaps might even expect some consolation against what appears to be a weakened Celtic side. This, though, is the Hearts team, firstly, which, bar for one change, played well last week against Dunfermline, with Steve Fulton in place of McKenna. Hearts, I suppose, will play 4-4-2 again, and a key figure in midfield for them will be Slovakian Robert Tomaszek, who sustained his long-term knee injury against Celtic at Parkhead in August. This is his third game back. Celtic, an astonishing 10 changes from the Old Firm game last week, which is not too surprising given the circumstances. The only survivor, Tommy Boyd, and this is last season with the club. Youngsters John Kennedy, Jamie Smith, C.B. Lynch get the chance with Morton Beecross in central defence. Jonathan Gould getting his first start in the Premier League this season. And in midfield, the return of Colin Healy from Coventry, who might just be playing his way towards a cup final next week. The referee today, the unmistakable figure of John Rowbottom. Well, it's been a day of traditional April showers, some of them very heavy indeed in Edinburgh, but I can tell you the pitch is looking as good as I've ever seen it at Tynecastle. The ball sliding through there, by the way, emphasises that, because I was out on the pitch with one or two of the players just before they came on to have a warm-up, and they did explain it was feeling very hard to them, and hard decisions for this man this week. Not just because of suspensions today, but injuries that he will have to attend to in the coming days. Right to the left to Guppy. That's a wonderful ball by Guppy. The goalkeeper really under pressure, he still is, and I think the referee has stopped the play. Antiniemi coming right up amongst a cluster of players following that superb cross by Guppy. He was impeded. Silla just ran into trouble, but he does get the corner kick. Jimmy Smith at the side. He scored a couple of goals against Hearts in that famous victory. Well, the goalkeeper's down again. This time the referee says there was no collision at all. Now, that's extraordinary. I thought the goalkeeper was taken out. Easily taken there. There's a chase. This is Fuller. Well, it's a kind of half-hearted appeal by the Hearts players, thinking that might have been an infringement. The referee just turns away from it. Real cluster of players on the left-hand side there. And this could be Celtic going into the lead here. It is indeed. One goal up. Taken there by Lynch. Right through the middle of that Hearts defence. They were caught very flat. And the youngster gets a goal here. Kept his nerve. Yemi almost took him out. It was that race at the end, and Celtic are one up. That goal coming in exactly 12 minutes. It's another chance at it. It's a decent ball in. There could be a shot on here. Just past. Good effort by McNamara. No Jabaiti, but what he was going to do here as it popped back out to him. Just measuring himself up for it. He wasn't far out. Lynch getting it back. Picked up well there by Healy. I thought there was a handball there, but the referee let play go on and then stopped it for a free kick to Hearts. He pointed at the free kick being inside the box, and Fuller is onside. Fuller going forward here and puts it in. They're looking across at the linesman who kept his flag down, and Hearts have equalised. A Celtic's breakaway and their first goal. And Hearts under pressure in their own box with a long ball played forward there, and I think the Celtic defence may have thought the flag ought to have gone up. Did I say rain? If it were in Edinburgh, I would say it's a tropical storm. From Boyd, 5 minutes to half-time. Still a beautiful little flick to the outside. Smith going for it himself. That should be put away. It is. Second goal again for Lynch. Beautifully operated there. What a day he's having. But really, the run was made by Smith. But how confident and poised he remained. Smith doing all the work here. And with the outside of the foot, he gets his second. Well, we always say that's one for the future when we look at a board like that, but I think his present is pretty good as well. Fulton. There's Flogan with a chance. Great save there by Gould. Well, they almost caught that Celtic defence napping that time. Up he popped to put it in, and Gould was up for it. McNamara. Here's Silla. It's a decent ball and almost clicked in again. This time Maloney coming into it. Good play by Silla on this right-hand side. Nicely weighted ball, that. Well, he did get the cross in, but as the whistle goes, an indication of the way that he's been effective on the left. And the youngster who got the 2 goals, his opening goal, by the way, was not just about good opportunism and pace, but also a little bit of courage. The other goal, a breakaway as well. Fuller cannot be allowed this kind of latitude, and it was 1 each. And then at the end, as I said, Hearts defence slipping and floundering around there, allowing Celtic to advance on them. Good play by Smith. There was the youngster Lynch to get a second. Half-time score, Hearts 1, Celtic 2. Well, if it stayed like this, with Celtic having fielded 10 changes, virtually an entirely transformed side from perhaps the strongest side that would have played in an Old Firm game, and get a victory out of this against a side which has just been pipped for getting into Europe. It's another indication of the huge gulf that exists in personnel and resources between the Old Firm and the rest. And he knows that. He's played his youngsters today. They've all come up trumps, especially one. And there's Fuller trying to put it back. And Tomaszek taking an eternity to turn. Fulton didn't. Zipped into that. You could see trying to get a little bit of leverage for himself. And there's a stab shot there by Fulton. Boyd. Good move by Boyd that time. Guppy seen a lot of the play in the left. Maloney. They'll get the free kick for that. Yes, he's a very elusive and fast player when he goes across the defence like that, and almost inevitably somebody will follow. And that's it. That's a beautiful goal. Maloney, judged to perfection. Well, there's so many adept at taking free kicks at Celtic Park, and he joins the company. He's beautifully swept in. movement and control, and no chance for Niemi. Celtic now taking what is a commanding lead so early in this half. Maybury easily beaten in the tackle again. Left for dead, in fact. Guppy. Oh, just struck out there. Severin read the danger, came across quickly. But Hart's pretty weak in defence on the right-hand side. Trying another one just off there by Mahi. What a great effort. Right underneath the crossbar, and he had to be. That was heading for the net. I think there's going to be a Hart substitution. I think it's Hamill who's coming on. Tomasek. Not surprisingly, he hasn't had a particularly effective game. It's turned by Hamill. Well, Flogo must have realised that was going to be intercepted, and Smith away like a flash. Silla supporting. The tackle wasn't good enough. Lynch. And it's in again. Maloney, his second. And the Hearts defence ripped apart there, 4-1. And the 4 Celtic goals have been scored by the youngsters, reminiscent of the night they came here in the League Cup and did something similar. He took that goal well. I mean, he was side on to the goal, and he had to be very precise with the way he finished, and he was. 20 minutes gone, it's all over. Mahe, Flogo. Just runs into trouble again. Silla. Maloney played on the right-hand side here. This could be another one, a great save now. Smith again, picking it up here and letting fly. Fulton coming on. Gary Wills on now in his place. Once again, Guppy floating that in, not to any effect this time. Fuller on his own again, surrounded by Celtic jerseys. Ooh, that was almost an own goal that time. So harassed had they been. Well, now, watch this. Watch it coming across. It looked like a corner kick to me. Chance for Hearts here, but no. There's been a lot of promise in some of the play outside the penalty area, but like the real dig, as I said, Fuller's been left to try and create something on his own from time to time. Silla, I don't know whether they meant that or not, but Guppy picked it up all right. Feels for the penalty, and it is. Maybury ends a pretty disastrous afternoon for himself by conceding that penalty. Now, there's going to be an argument about who should take it, or is there? They're both on a hat-trick. They're arguing about who should take the penalty. Good on them. Give me the ball. It's my ball. He's not giving it away. He says, he's pointing to the dugout and saying it. They're telling me I have to take it. That's extraordinary. Good friends, of course. Well, it's Pablo Maloney taking it, and he missed it. I wonder if Mr. Lynch will say anything to him about that. final whistle goes. A remarkable ending to that. Two young men desperate to get a hat-trick. Maloney won the argument, debate, conversation, call it what you like. All done, I suppose, in good nature. Well, they are strikers, and strikers are very jealous of statistics. So there we are. Well, the pick of the 4 goals that Celtic scored, I have to choose, and they were all good goals. Maloney's free kick, exquisitely judged, beautifully pointed into the net. And although it doesn't bear any resemblance to Cup final side, I do believe that that will be a heartening performance for Celtic and the supporters before the Cup final. Final score, Hearts 1, Celtic 4.